Hello guys, welcome to our online math classes. Today's topic is about percentages. In this case, the question is, what percentage of a number is from another number? So that's going to be my question. Okay? Well, this is an example. For instance, you have $18. What percentage is 18 from a $60 pound? Well, what we do is a ratio. $18 should be compared by 60. Well, what I can do is reduce it to a lowest term. Since 8 and 1 equals 9 gives me the idea it's a multiple of 3, 6 a multiple of 3. So I can simplify by 3. How many 3's are there in 18? 6 is the multiple. How many 6's are there in 18? There are 3. 3 times 6, 18. How many 60's are there in 6? How many 6 are there in 60? There are 10. So it's been simplified. So my equivalent fraction becomes 3/10. This is a ratio. In the decimal form, 3 divided by 10 is equal 0.3. But it should be part of a percentage, so I'll have to multiply by 100%. And as you know, 3 has to move 2 places, 1 and 2. So the answer is going to be 30%. So $18 is a 30% of 60. Well, this is one way of solving this question. Another one is to solve as a ratio. This is something I like. This is very direct and simple, but I like this better. You compare the same. 18 is something we don't know as a percentage, but we know that 60 is our 100%. Now what we do is solving by a cross multiplication method. You know that we explained. So let's do it. That means that we have to multiply x times 60. It should be equal to 18 times 100, right? Okay, now we have to isolate x and we use the inverse of multiplication is division. So I will have to divide in order to cancel out the same number. So these are canceled and x will be equal to 100. 18 times 100, which will be 1,800 divided by 60. Then we simplify it, and as you know, this is 1 and this is 3 and 0. So the final answer is always going to be 30%. Then we say that x is equal 30%, the answer we were looking for in this problem. Is it understood? Not very difficult, right? Okay, now we are going to see how we can calculate the increase of an amount in terms of percentage. Let's see that you have $25 and then you increase to 30. So let's use this relationship. Like we say that $30 has been increased from $25. Okay? But you had $25 at the beginning. That was your 100%, right? What we want to find out is how much is the percentage of $30. So we follow the same process and we have this cross multiplication, and we have 25 times x, and this is going to be equal to 30 times 100. Solving this equation, we are going to have by dividing by the inverse, and this cancels out, and the final answer now is going to be 1.20. But this means that this 100, I have to multiply this by 100, that's going to give me a percentage, so this will be 120%. So if you started by 100, your percentage has been increased in 20%. So the answer is going to be this part, 20%. Okay, let's see what happens when you have a decrease. In a decrease situation, you have to start with 350 and then you decrease to 200. So your increase was not negative, it became $150. What do? We have to say that one way, another approach will be like this. $350 is your 100%, right? And how much is going to be represented, your $150, in terms of the percentage? That's something we don't know, all right? So we can write this proportion, and we're going to have cross multiplication, 350 times x equals 250 times 100. By inverse, we can cancel out, and we're going to have that x is going to be, okay, solving this equation, we're going to have that the decrease of this amount has become 42%. 42%. Okay, so that's the answer. And it makes sense. For instance, rounding this number to 100, to 400, 200 would be nearly 50%. So we're gonna close very, very close to the final answers. So these are two approaches in which you can find an increase, and you can also find a decrease of any given number. Well, that's all for today, my dear students. Have a good day and take care of you with this coronavirus problem. God bless you. See you next time.